Hey everyone, Delta Admirer back for another video. As you can see, we're looking at a Reddit for a legendary collection by, the name is right there, you can see it, but I did this because I wanted to show off legendary collection. Granted, we've basically seen all the cards before, but the reverses are what's new in this set, so I didn't want to go on a site where it's just all about prices, which I kept finding, so scouring the internet a little bit, and I found someone that had completed the set, so I thought this would be a perfect way to show off the artwork, or the new artwork for Legendary Collection, which was really cool. It's the fireworks. These cards are very, very much favored, because we've yet to really have this again, like reverses with such firework. We've had pretty explosive reverses, I'd say, over the years, but something that completely the same as this? No, we haven't. So it's pretty cool one-off in the history of the Pokemon TCG. I think they did great. There you saw me zooming in on Metapod, for example. They look great. They did a fantastic job on these. Here you can see, the Sand Slash works very well with the fireworks. Who else did I really like Jujutini as well. Look at that. So good. And I hope everyone's having a great day, by the way. I don't know why it feels like forever since I made a video. I've been trying to... Well, actually I went on vacation, which you guys know, so... I don't know. But we're back. We are back. So, moving on to the next set, we have actually Expedition, which... This is one of the last few sets of Wizards of the Coast, at least, in their contracts with Pokemon. A very cool set, I will say. They did a really good job on it. Like, looking through the holos, you just see so much detail. It's like they almost went with kind of more of a realistic approach to the Pokemon that they wanted to portray. And they did a pretty dang good job. Like, even looking at, like, that Blastoise, that's such an iconic card. They did amazing. We see a few more of them, this Charizard. I remember I had that when I was younger. I had great luck when I was a kid. I really must have. See, we got Cloyster, Clefable. Yeah, they just did a really good job. The Dragonite, another iconic card. And it's really interesting because a good amount of cards from this era we will see like reprinted time and time again over the years. Even today, sometimes we see some artwork in like the physical cards, or even if you look to Pocket, like the Larvitar in this set, for example. Pretty sure that same artwork's in Pocket, and it's awesome. It's good to see. So yeah, we're just moving down the list a little bit more, and such a good set. I'm gonna be honest, my favorite in the set is gonna be Mew, because not only is it iconic to me, I had it when I was younger, and then I was able to get one so many years ago before it was insanely expensive again. But also kind of because I own the card too, and I just find it to be really cute. Like, I think that's looks like a baby Mew, and Mew's one of my favorite Pokemon, so yeah, that's just how it is. And speaking of the Mew, here we are right here. And Mewtwo's really good too. It's cool. It's, not better than Mew in my opinion, but let me stop joking. But the lightning is really cool in the background as well. I love that card. Ninetales, Ninetales always getting great love. But yeah, Expedition is a really cool set. I kicked off the E-Series that we will see more of as, I progress with the series. I don't know, now that I think about it, I'm really thankful I started doing this, the card art appreciation, because kind of a look at history too, and you guys know how much I love the history of the Pokemon card game. Or if you don't know, I'm a huge fan of it. I just think it's really cool, even like having packs from like back then is just, it's nice. It's a nice thing to look at, a nice thing to appreciate. It's the way I see it. Yep, so we're still working down the list. And I do like how with the when we got to the non-holo rares, it's like they included like extras, like for the starters at least. Like we saw like a Charizard that wasn't a holo, there was a Blastoise that wasn't a holo, a Venusaur that wasn't a holo, and it was a new artwork, a new take on it, which was really nice. So they did some really cool things. I really like the way that you have the, I guess, like the Game Boy, well, e-reader in the name, and the way that they just made it look artistically is really cool. Like, this easily could have been a flop, you know, like let's say if the E was in the top right corner, like really small or something like that, where you couldn't see it. That'd be a flop. People wouldn't really care that much about these cards, you know. And I would say like it's hard to find these cards in pretty good condition because again, like you have an incentive to turn on your Game Boy, get the reader, and you know swipe the cards. So I mean that is what they are intended for. But I'm just saying like nowadays trying to find like cards that are good quality. It's hard for this era of Pokemon. But guys, I think they hit it out of the park. And interestingly enough, even though we're in an EX era right now, I feel like the artwork's kind of similar to back then. Just like the detail they're putting into the cards, kind of like the scenes, even for like regular cards, like uncommons and the ones you'll see. It's neat. It's pretty neat. Even in terms of rares, like we even had some energies that were, you know, holo rares. I mean, I'm not usually a fan of that, like, and I wasn't when I was playing opening packs back then too. It's like, you know, like, oh, I want to get a Pokemon, and then boom, you get hit with a holo rare energy. Never was my favorite, but it is what it is. So this is an amazing set. Please feel free to like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching, and for those of you that comment, I appreciate you as well. If you do not comment, that's okay. I appreciate you too. I don't take anything for granted. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna have a next one going next week, the next set, next series. And yeah, tomorrow's video is gonna be pretty pocket centered. But yeah, if you want to tune in, feel free. Again, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So yeah.